My property taxes went up 75.86%. My wife and I, we had a budget meeting last week as we were looking at this. You know, does that mean maybe we don't take the vacation we thought we were going to take?
You know that feeling when you check your bank statement and you see a subscription charge that you forgot to cancel? It's annoying. It's 20 bucks here, 30 bucks there, but what if that subscription was $8,000? And what if the price could jump 30, 50, even 100% in a single year with no warning and no way out if you miss the deadline?
Many Cook County residents are reeling today from a whopping property tax bill that came out late and much higher than expected.
That's how the property tax trap works. Your property taxes can double even if your home's assessment barely moves. And the wild part, it's not really about the assessment at all. I mean, if you're a homeowner, you are about to receive, or maybe you just received, the most dangerous piece of mail you will get all year. It's not a foreclosure notice. It's not a lawsuit. It's your property tax assessment notice. And if you toss it in the junk pile because you think, hey, my home value went up, I'm rich, then you're falling for the oldest trick in the government playbook. Because right now, in counties across America, there is a quiet tax shift happening. You see, commercial real estate has crashed. The office towers are empty. The big players stopped paying full price on those ghost buildings. So who do you think is going to fill that budget hole? It certainly isn't them. It's you.
I think government needs to learn how to live in their means, because guess what? You and I don't get a 100% increase on our pay.
So in this video, I'm going to show you the math that they're hiding from you. And I'm going to show you why your market value is a lie. And then I'm going to show you the one simple move, literally one piece of paper that stops them from treating your equity like their own personal ATM. So let's start with what they aren't saying out loud at the city council meetings. Cities, they run on a budget. They need billions to keep the lights on, pay salaries, and keep the machine humming. So usually, a huge chunk of that comes from the big guys, the skyscrapers, the malls, the office towers downtown. But we can all see what's happening. Downtowns aren't what they used to be. Some are flat out ghost towns. National office vacancy just hit nearly 20%. That is a record high. In Chicago alone, the Board of Review just cut the value of commercial properties by 17%. That is $4.3 billion of taxable value erased from the tax rolls. Now, do you think the city just said, oh, well, I guess we'll just spend less money this year? No. Government doesn't shrink. It only eats. So when the skyscraper pays less, the homeowner pays more. Look at Chicago's North Lawndale neighborhood. Their tax bills didn't go up by inflation. They didn't go up by 5%. They went up 99%. In West Garfield Park, 133%. That's almost double. Chicago homeowners alone will pay about $469 million more in 2024 than the year before, while Loop commercial properties pay roughly $129 million less. So no, this isn't happening because the assessor suddenly discovered hidden value in your house. Your bill is exploding because downtown's bill got cut, and your assessment is just the lever that they pull to shift the pain onto your street. The county treasurer said it best. When the Loop gets a cold, the rest of the city gets pneumonia. Well, right now, the Loop doesn't just have a cold. With office vacancy near 20%, it's stage 4 pneumonia. Residents were so furious, they literally held a tax bill bonfire in the street. They burned their bills because they know this isn't a tax anymore. It's an eviction notice. And this isn't just a blue state problem like you'd expect. Look at Texas. In Hays County, right next to Austin, it was reported that 42% of homes were overvalued in their assessments. 42%. That means nearly half the people in Hays County watching this video right now are paying taxes on phantom equity that doesn't exist. They use mass appraisal software, and that's a fancy way of saying a computer looks at the one fancy house that sold down the street and assumes your house is worth the same. Even if your roof leaks, even if your kitchen is from 1982, even if your place backs up to a noisy road. They don't know your life. They just know they need your money to fill the holes in their budget. This mass appraisal system is the industry standard. It's used in over 90% of counties across the country today. And this is why retirees on Social Security are getting forced out of their homes. You get a 2.8% cost of living adjustment on your check for 2026. But in places like Chicago, the median tax bill just jumped 16%. Do the math. A retiree in a neighborhood like West Garfield Park might get what? around 50 or 60 bucks more a month from Social Security next year. Maybe $600 to $700 for the whole year. But their property tax bill, that jumped almost $2,000. So your income crawls up a few hundred, your rent to the government rockets up a couple grand. That math don't math unless you sell, borrow, or just go under. And here's the nasty part. They're taxing you on equity you can't even access unless you sell your house and move. It's like being charged interest on a loan you never took out. Meanwhile, the big commercial landlords, they hire lawyers, they appeal their assessments over and over. In a lot of places, businesses appeal more than twice as often as homeowners. And they win billions in reductions. You're paying more because they're paying less. And the system is totally fine with that. Most people just pay the bill because they think the assessment notice is a fact. Well, it's not a fact, it's an opinion. And in the legal world, opinions can be challenged. The system counts on you being lazy. It counts on you being intimidated by the paperwork. It counts on you thinking, well, I guess that's just how it is. And here's the quiet statistic they'll never advertise. In a lot of counties, fewer than 1 in 10 homeowners ever appeal. The other 9 just tip the system hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a year without ever knowing it. So you're at a fork in the road right now. Option 1, the DIY route. You can go down to the county assessor's website, pull the comparable sales yourself, fill out the forms, schedule a hearing, and it takes some time, it's annoying, but you can do it. The clock is the killer here though. Most counties give you a very small window, sometimes 30 to 60 days from when that notice goes out. Miss that deadline, and you're locked into that inflated bill for the whole year. If you want to know exactly how and exactly when your deadline hits, I built a free tool that tells you the deadline dates on your specific county at fightmyassessment.com. Now, option 2, the bounty hunter route. If you're sitting there saying, Matt, I don't have time for this, then do what I do. Hire someone to do it for you. There are basically tax bounty hunters out there that'll go out and get their hands dirty on your behalf. They review your case for free. They'll file the appeal for you. They'll argue with the county for you. And here's the best part. If they don't save you money, you pay them zero. They only get a small percentage of the actual cash they save you. It is literally found money. And you'll find the service that I use at fightmyassessment.com too. Even if you think your taxes are fair, check it anyway, because in this economy, keeping $500 in your pocket is better than giving it to a city that just wasted it on shrimp on a treadmill or robots that fold laundry. And if you've ever opened a tax bill and thought, this is insane, drop the word appeal in the comments so I know you're one of the people who's not going to just roll over. But realizing you're being overcharged is just the first step. Actually proving it before the deadline slams shut is where most homeowners get tripped up. You've got confusing sales data, weird boxes to check, and a county that's in no rush to explain how to beat them at their own game. And that's exactly why I pulled this video out here for you to watch next. It shows you the specific tool that cuts through the noise and gives you an idea if whether or not you have a winning case, or if the assessor was actually right. Sometimes they are. Watch that right here and stop the system from robbing you blind. I'll see you next time.